Hello Disney friends, my name is Kaylee and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a reaction and review to the new Disney Plus movie, Godmothered. Overall, I really enjoyed this movie. Please don't give me hate comments for being critical. I try to just be kind of critical and like look for things that, you know, kind of be analytical with it. But I mean, you can just go into it, enjoy it, and not be that analytical. Warning, warning, warning. If you have not already seen Godmothered, please click away right now. Also, in this review, I tended to talk a lot about Enchanted because in my opinion, this movie is a good bit like Enchanted. So if you have not seen Enchanted, be aware there are some very light spoilers. Well, this first minute is kind of cheesy. They're from a magical place called Motherland where they learn all they need to learn about mothering. And Agnes is super cheesy, trying to be hip. I don't know, we'll give it a go. It's just not my cup of tea to begin with. I don't know, these ladies are acting pretty crazy if they're supposed to be godmothers. I thought godmothers were like classy, you know, like what we see in Cinderella. These women are acting insane. I do like the pumpkins exploding, that's funny. I think if I was a truck driver, I probably would have called an ambulance. I don't think I would have asked her to come and get in the truck with me. But I think it's hilarious how they've chosen to make it to where she like absolutely has no idea like what century she's in or anything like that. You wouldn't think that she like wouldn't know, but she like they act like she knows nothing about the world. This is very like Enchanted to me because that's like what happened with Giselle and she came over and like she knew nothing. She was just straight out of a fairy tale world. It's very like Enchanted. I'm pretty sure EpiPens have to have the instructions on them. I'm not 100% sure because it's been a few years since I've had an EpiPen, but I used to have them when I was kids, and I'm pretty sure they tell you the instructions. By the way, if you just see my arm going out to the side randomly, my dog is over here and he's being crazy, so sorry. It's either I lock him out and listen to him cry, or I play with him while I record this video, so. It really is like Enchanted because the dad died, like the guy's wife died, but it's so sad. I thought that they got a divorce, that he died right before Christmas. So sad. That was a very embarrassing ask out. Very embarrassing. Oh, I think it's so cute that Hugh dresses up for his son. Oh. So basically he came to Channel 8 for Mackenzie. That's crazy. I definitely think she should have had Grant's job, but I feel like she's probably going to have his job before it's over. I really love Duff. I honestly think the more and more I see her, I think she's like one of my favorite characters in this movie. I have to say, this movie, it's gotten better. It really has. Because at the beginning, I was like, I don't know. I don't know, but it's really gotten good. I enjoy it. I wish I could do a spell like that. That'd be like awesome, going to bed and that being above you. This is honestly really good advice that I should probably take myself. Well, Mackenzie was definitely hit with some kind of spell. I don't know about anyone else. Hugh doesn't look like he's that into it, but Mackenzie definitely does. She's gonna hate this though. And that is just truly a terrible dress. Like how, ugh. Oh, that's like my personal worst fear, I think, is like having this conversation and you think it's private and like you're talking about stuff and then like everyone overhears you. It's just, ugh. Kind of happy with this revelation from Eleanor, but I really don't see her as being super selfish. Like I get she's trying to save the profession she loves and she's trying to do a good thing, but then I guess along the way it becomes more about her. But I don't think she's that selfish. I think they'll make up. Of course they will. It's Disney, but you know. Are they just not going to turn the dog back? Are they just going to leave the dog a pig forever? Because it's been what, like 2 days? They still haven't changed this dog back. They're just letting him be a pig. I think I would want a dog over a pig. Some people wouldn't agree, but
12 seconds later.
So Bingo wasn't even a pig this entire time. That pig was just a pig. But you would think that Eleanor would tell them that she didn't turn their dog into a pig, right? Things like this, where it's just like, it don't make any sense. Like, why wouldn't Eleanor tell them that she didn't turn their dog into a pig? that their dog was just gone the entire time. Someone explain that to me. Like, does that make sense? This also doesn't make any sense to me. So you want to be a fairy godmother and you want to help people, right? It doesn't, I'm assuming it doesn't have to be someone who asked for it, unless I just missed that part earlier in the movie. So why, when Mackenzie's kids are like wanting her to stay, and obviously Jane, the oldest one, needs her, why is she saying no when all she needs is this happily ever after, and she needs, like, I guess because their formula has to have a guy involved, I guess because Jane's young. But then what was she gonna do with a 10-year-old Mackenzie? Like, you're gonna have, like, that don't make sense to me. So I feel like this was her perfect opportunity and she just threw it away, which makes zero sense for her story arc. I guess because she was thinking she was selfish and she just needed to go home and she was hurting people. I don't know. They both quit, and I think that's fantastic. I was really hoping that Duff would quit with them though, because that would just been like all three of them gone. That's okay. It's okay. I don't think you should always quit your job for your friends. I know I keep saying that this movie is so much like Enchanted, but it really is so much like Enchanted, because literally, spoiler alert for those people who have not seen Enchanted. I've already kind of spoiled some things, but they're not big things, so I'm sorry. So like at the end of Enchanted, you know how like the evil queen comes to New York. It's kind of like that final reckoning between her and Giselle. Well, I kind of like, I know Mora isn't like that. She's not the evil queen, but like they have this like build up to her coming and her like, you know, kind of being that character. And so now she's coming to, where are we at? Boston? She's coming, I'm thinking Manhattan because of Enchanted. But like there's so, I'm telling you guys, watch this movie and tell me there's not parallels between this movie and Enchanted, because that's why there are. I like this movie, do not get me wrong. I'm sorry, I keep having these comments of like I don't want to say realisticness of it because it's Godmothered, but the fact that she has not been able to make a single pumpkin carriage or do a single good dress this entire time, and then at the end she's finally able to do that. I think that's, I mean, it's great, but I'm also like, realistically, probably not. Oh, see, okay, I wanted Duff to quit earlier. She didn't quit earlier because she was needed to be a plot line, because she had to get them backstage at the parade. Totally makes sense. But also, like, tell me how you can fly in a pumpkin carriage, everyone see it, everyone sees this, and literally, like, not get approached by anyone at all. People saw them get out of this. I don't understand. Do you think it's a float? Like, it's not a float. I don't understand. I think, honestly, one of the best parts, the most wholesome parts in this entire movie has been this Jane singing scene. Number one, because I absolutely love the song she sang, one of my favorites, and they mixed it with Joy to the World, so that was amazing. And they like brought out her dad's guitar, and she got to get over that, so I love that. I just don't understand how the crowd is so incredibly well adjusted and like clapping to this. I guess because they think it's like part of the show. I'm assuming that's why, because I'm not a big fan of like things like this happening in public and people just being like 100% okay with it right away. But I think they think it's part of the show, so it comes off. So although Mora, they kind of like made her almost like partly a villain in parts of this movie, I feel like the only like real villain we've seen has been Mackenzie's boss, Grant. He's like the only villain I think we've seen this entire movie, really. Saying the same thing over and over. But again, like Enchanted, we're going back and we're doing an animated ending. And I just don't think it fits. Personally, like, it fits it because it's Disney, but it doesn't fit it in the sense that we didn't start animated. Like with Enchanted, it was perfect because we started animated and we ended animated, but it's okay. It was a cute ending. Honestly, this movie, if you're gonna watch it, just like, if you're not into the super cheesy Disney movies, just give it like the first 12 minutes, because the first 12 minutes are super cheesy. And I can deal with cheese, but like they were super cheesy. So just give it like 12 minutes, and then it actually turns into a really good movie, and I really enjoyed it. If you enjoyed Enchanted, I feel like you're gonna enjoy this movie. What I loved best about this movie was I really just loved the personality of Eleanor, and I loved her in general. I thought she had a great personality and she was funny, and even though it was like cheesy funny, and the funny that didn't make sense to me in some senses, like how she was so young and like how I know they've been doing the same thing for hundreds and hundreds of years, but like, I just didn't understand the disconnect and like how she still thinks it's like the 1600s or whatever. Like the how they put her into that world, and she's like Giselle, where she's like, this is such a foreign land. Like, I don't know if that should necessarily be what a godmother is, and maybe it's because she's untrained or whatever, or new in her training, but I just thought that part was just the weirdest thing that they like did that. And it was for comedy 100%. Like that's 100% why they made that decision. And I get that because I enjoyed that comedy very much. But I did. I liked her personality a lot. I thought Duff was an amazing character to add into this cast. I thought all the characters were so great, from Hugh to Mackenzie to Mackenzie's children. Everyone's characters were fantastic and played very good roles. The story, I think, is a little bit flatter on it, is really having a bigger antagonist, which you could say, you know, the time limit, I guess, is the antagonist here. And then also you have just their boss. But I don't know. Like, to me, there needed to be something like a bigger something here to do. And again, it probably is just because I'm thinking of it in terms of Enchanted. And Enchanted had so many. But like I said, give it a 7 out of 10. Okay, so we're going to do the Mandalorian Advent Calendar first. Day 7. It's down here. And we got our chocolate in there today. Says what it always says, Star Wars. All right, and day 7 for our sock advent is Jasmine. And we've already got some Jasmine socks. We got them on day 1. So let's see what we get today for Jasmine. All right. These look like Moana. Yeah, let's open them and see. They are Moana, and they are so cute. Moana and Pua. These are cute. Kind of get the whole picture there. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this movie. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please make sure to do so. I'm going to be putting out more videos like this. I actually plan on doing Anastasia. It's going to be coming up very soon. Nutcracker's coming out very soon. I hope you all have a magical day, and I'll see you real soon. Bye!